no words that can describe what happened, because till this day it is so confusing. What happened this day does not make sense at all. And welcome back to another video. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and do all of that, because I am going to start posting weekly. Because I've been having this channel for like 2 years now and I don't post. What is that? For today's video, I will be doing a story time. This story time took place years ago, and I am not kidding when I say years ago, because this is when I used to go to Mexico, and the last time that I went to Mexico was back in 2010. You guys, we're in 2022, so like over a decade ago. But anyway, with that being said, let's get started on today's story time. So like I mentioned, this video takes place a long time ago. Back when I think this was the first time we went to Mexico. So the thing is that like my parents used to let me and my sister go to Mexico during summer break after school. Like, you know, the kids go on summer break and it's like 3 months or 2 months off before you go back to school. So they used to let us go to Mexico, and we would go with my grandparents. Well, this time around I was 14 because my birthday is in October, so I was not 15 yet. I was still 14 and we're still little kids. Here we go, 2 little girls, 13 and 14, on our way to Mexico with my grandparents. I had no business doing the things that I was doing in Mexico at 14. So we're from Zacatecas, and that's where we were going. Where we were staying, it was on my dad's side of the family. So it was my grandpa, my grandma, and my uncles. So my uncle was building a house. Like, he was building a house for him and his family. So it was barely in the process of getting built. So there was like no doors, no windows, no furniture. And this type of house was made of cement, piedras, not really wood. Like, it was dirty. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like a Mexican house, and it was 2 floors. So we used to always go in there and just play. I mean, we were little girls, so we'd go there and play. We'd play hide and seek. We would be running up and down the stairs because this was like an empty house with nothing in it. On this trip, I remember we took our Game Boy, and we had an iPod that we found. My main entertainment, if I wasn't playing with my cousins, was the Game Boy. I remember this day so specific that nobody can tell me otherwise. There's no way, there's no words that can describe what happened, because till this day it is so confusing. What happened this day does not make sense. I remember I woke up, I had my Game Boy, and I wanted to play somewhere where there was quiet and peace and nobody to like bother me. So the perfect spot for that was my uncle's house, because there was nothing there. There was no one there. There was empty. So when you walk in, it's a big doorway, right? And to your left would be what would be the living room, and then the stairs to go up. Your right was like the kitchen, and then there's a little hall to go to the back, and then there's 2 rooms. 2 like pretty decent rooms, and like straight ahead, like from the door straight ahead, there's the bathroom, and then there's another side room. This is all on the first floor, and then that room can take you to the back, and pretty like typical house, right? So there's these 2 rooms on the first floor with big windows, and when I say big windows, it's like I could sit on that window and just chill, which is exactly what I did. And I swear I thought everybody knew that I went into the house, because in the morning we all wake up together and we go get breakfast, we eat, do all of that, and then I thought they saw me go into the house. Like I mentioned, there's an upstairs, and then upstairs is like another living room, another balcony, whatever. The upstairs doesn't even matter. So what I did was I took my happy little butt to the last room on the first floor and I sat on the window. I cannot emphasize that these windows are huge. My whole body was just sitting on the side of the window. You could clearly see me. There was no furniture, there was no cortinas, there was no nothing. So I was just sitting there playing Mario game on my Game Boy. There's no doors, no actual windows in this house, so you can hear like the cars passing, you can hear the animals, I can look up and like you can see the whole view. So I was just there literally minding my business, playing this game. So after what was like probably an hour, I started getting a little bit paranoid because I was like, oh my god, what if someone just comes and pushes me over? You and your overthinking. So I kept looking back and I was like, oh my god, like I feel like, you know how you can feel presence in the room with you? So I kept looking back and I'm like, I'm just tweaking out. And I was playing for so long, my eyes were getting tired and I'm just like, oh, who do I keep hearing? But there was nobody there. I saw like a whole hour, right? So I was like, all right, this is enough, like this is whatever, let me go see what Nancy is doing because I haven't seen Nancy in a while. I get up from where I was playing and I walk my little self to go to the front door, and as soon as I step out of that room, I see my grandpa, my uncle, my sister, my cousins, and my grandma coming. They're all scattered around the house. So they were in the living room, in the kitchen, in the front door, in the room like right across me. And I was like, hi guys. And you guys, everyone was just shocked. Oh my god, Nancy comes in. I don't know if it was my grandpa or my grandma that were like, acá está. And Nancy comes in, buzzing in through the front door, and this girl is crying. What the hell is going on? My grandpa was like, Annie, because that's what they call me. Like, my nickname is Annie. Obviously my name is Anna and they call me Annie as my nickname. They're like, ¿Dónde estaba? Te estamos buscando, te seguimos hablando y blah blah blah. What do you mean? Like, I've been here the whole freaking time. I've been playing. I'm over here showing them my Game Boy. Look, I couldn't pass it. You want to help me or what? They were pissed. Everybody was mad at me. I had no idea what I did. I was so confused. Nancy's over here crying. She's over here me out, and she was like, I called my mom. I told her you got kidnapped. We couldn't find you. I thought you were missing. Literally just came out of this room. You clearly saw me walk out, because they did. They saw me walk out of this room and I was sitting in the window. If you were to just peek into the room, you would be able to see the window. The window was huge. And I was just like, no, you weren't. You were not there. I checked like 3 times in here. We've all been coming in and out. We checked all the rooms and you were not there. And I was like, yes, I was. And I started crying because I started getting mad because I was like, why is everybody so pressed right now? What did I do? So my grandpa was like, oh, Annie, de veras. And they're over here lecturing me. Dude, I was literally sitting there. That's all I remember. I was just sitting there playing my game while my family was literally losing their shit. From there, we went to call my mom because my mom was back home and she was freaking out and crying. I'm thinking that I got kidnapped in Mexico, which obviously sounds like the worst nightmare ever. I called my mom and she's over here through the phone like, what the hell did I do now? We're on the phone, where were you, blah blah blah. And I tell her exactly what I just told you guys. I'm like, I was just sitting in the window. I don't know how everybody missed me. And my grandpa was like, no, yo pasé por ahí también and I didn't see you. So I was considered a liar. You guys, where else was I hiding? I wasn't hugging a nopal. I was literally in the window. Where would I have been? I just came from there. Till this day, I have no idea how to explain what happened because it's my whole family versus me. And my sister can obviously back this up because she can. My mom can back this up too because she got the call. And I don't know, my mom kind of said that maybe like a witch took me. I don't know if she did that shit to scare me, but she was like, they una bruja, they were hiding you. I don't know. I could feel heavy energy, but you know when you're in a room alone and you're like, someone is staring at me, but then at the same time, there's no one there. So honestly, I have no explanation for this story. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they couldn't see me. I did not become Casper the freaking ghost. I was just sitting in this window. I don't know if these are just weird things that happen in Mexico, but This was very freaking strange. Until this day I still don't know what happened. My dad was even mad. He was like, oh, so your grandpa's lying? And I'm like, no, he's not lying. But I was not, like, I was there. So yeah, everybody was mad at me and they got over it after. There is no way that you wouldn't not have seen me, because what a coincidence that as soon as I came out, everybody just saw me. I don't know. I have no explanation for this. I don't know if I camouflaged and turned into like a chameleon. That is going to be all for today's video. If you guys want more story times, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have an idea of what could have happened, or if you have a similar story. I would love to read them. And with that being said, I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.